a diverse environment makes us better. How so? So one of the ways I think about it is the ways in which the teaching and learning environment is improved and enhanced. When students and educators, learners are in an environment that's diverse, it contributes to improved critical thinking, increased collaboration, enhanced problem solving, and believe it or not, there are better health outcomes. It's a less stressful or less isolating environment. People feel like they belong. And so just looking at the research, increased student diversity often impacts retention and belonging for students, particularly those who are underrepresented. And students are better prepared by being in a diverse environment, learning diverse topics in the curriculum, interacting with diverse backgrounds, people, cultures. One very interesting finding is that underrepresented and minoritized medical students rank patient population, gender diversity, and ethnic diversity higher than non-URM students as selected, what some of the criteria they'd use for selecting their residency programs. So it also is going to improve the health and human services environment, as well as the patients and the clients with whom students work. So think about it. I mean, you have a given topic and we're learning about pollution, or we're learning about access or health and equity. Hearing from people from different perspectives, different parts of the country, different identities or backgrounds, as well as reading research from different areas, enriches our understanding of that particular phenomenon. So overall, it enriches the teaching and learning environment, and we learn and grow in ways that benefit all of us. So a few things that are really important, led by my office in partnership with a number of offices across campus, is learning more about the state of equity, diversity, and inclusion at UMB. And one of the ways we're doing that is to continue to build our assessment infrastructure, if you will. So in the past year, we've administered staff experience surveys, faculty experience survey, and last year, the student experience survey. And it's not only to, hey, people, fill this out, but it's to learn about what's working, what's not working so well for various populations, and then to institute or build on programs that have already been built. We have a number of training and development programs, pipeline and pathway programs, and doing more related to faculty development and diversity. Recently, we've established a faculty of color network, and other affinity groups are being sponsored and built. These things matter because it increases a sense of belonging and increases our retention and experience at the university for faculty, for staff, and for students, which leads to success, academic success, professional success. And of course, we have programs like the Emerge and the PULP program that has a diverse representation of faculty, staff, students, and administrators in the various programs offered. So we continue to work partnering with Human Resources, the Intercultural Center, Faculty Affairs, Office of the Provost, to look at areas that we need to improve, and we're building bit by bit. All the things we said earlier about relationship building, in my own experience previously, and I'm just looking at institutions that thrive in these areas, are relationships with our various partners and donors, really getting people excited about helping us expand these areas and or sponsoring a child, a program, building things out, helping students from, there are all kinds of models of helping students all the way from high school through to college. And there are programs where we also advocate for funding for their families. Because in many cases, when you're a first generation student, you are also a source of income from the age of 12 or 15 or 18. When you go off to college, we on the higher education side say, oh, great, look, they're going to college. And the family's like, oh, great, we've lost a source of income. Right. And so in some of the models that I've seen, for example, the Chan Zuckerberg Institute fellowship and program before, it is also providing funding for that family for so-called loss of income that student would have. And so their living expenses paid for there and something related to the families. It's a more elaborate model, but this is part of what increases social and economic and academic mobility for students and their families, because it's a whole family experience when you're first generation, and for everyone really, but they experience the losses in a sense, in a way that some of us are not able to understand. And so we have to think about access and equity in those terms as well, which is providing the economic benefit and advantage that these students who are first generation or low income or from under-resourced schools or districts do not have. Whereas for some of us, we've been able to pay for the college prep this and the SAT that and MCAT. And with that type of preparation, it provides students an advantage. And so what can we do then to economically even the playing?